Coffee and Headlines is brought to you by the generous support of our viewers and the following community partners: Best Cord Cutting TV, Bravo's Restaurant Bar, Joint Boutique Hotel and Cowork, Puerto Vallarta Neurofeedback, Puerto Vallarta Owners Reps, Oculto, and Siam Cocina Thai. Thank you for your support, and thank you for supporting our community partners. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Coffee and Headlines, our morning get-together live here on Facebook, where we find and share news from our city, state, and country that, oh my goodness. Hold on. Mute button. Oh, that one almost got me. So we find news from our city, state, and country that might have a positive effect in our Puerto Vallarta experience. We bring that to the table. And we take a look at your comments, ideas, and suggestions, and we bring them to the table. It's all about connections here, and I'm so happy to see you on this September 2nd. It is Monday. It's the beginning of our Independence Day month, and we are going to have all kinds of interesting and fascinating tidbits about Mexico's independence and Mexico's history throughout the month, as we have done in past years. And we also start the week with a lot of news, which is usually an omen that tomorrow will be not so newsy. But hey, you know, when you get a lot of news, just share a lot of news. And that's exactly what we're going to do. As usual, a capital letter Q will guarantee that we'll take a look at your comment. A capital letter N at the beginning of your comment will indicate that you are new to the live broadcast and that you would like to get a nice little friendly welcome from the cluster. And also, while we're at it, I wish to say hello to everyone watching later on in the day on Facebook and on YouTube. You are not here while we're here, but you are always present when it comes to staying connected. Oh, I like that. Anyhow, let's get started with the news. And no, that's not the one I want to lead with. It's this one. The current Puerto Vallarta administration, led by the MORENA party, is parting with a lovely gift: a tax and water increase. After a number of canceled sessions, the local government finally met and approved the 2025 Municipal Income Law. Now, this is a provision that gives the administration peace of mind, knowing that there will be enough moolah to pay for its bills, provided that the administration doesn't spend its budget irresponsibly, but that is a completely different matter. This time around, homeowners will have to pay 8% more tax to own their home throughout the city, and as much as 15% more in tourist areas. We are talking about the predial tax, which homeowners have to pay. And if you own an empty lot, you still have to pay more, at the tune of 10% increase. City Hall has also announced a water price increase for the coming year. And I suppose the only redeeming feature here, or the only redeeming news, is that what became one of the most criticized administrations in the past few decades is finally coming to an end, and not a moment too soon. During yesterday's State of the Union address, President López Obrador announced that the Maya train will be inaugurated this coming week. The circuit comprises 34 stations, which were built in 5 southeastern Mexican states. We've talked about the Maya train a lot, and it's definitely on my bucket list of things to go and enjoy. López Obrador addressed the nation from the Zócalo, right outside of the National Palace, where he also stated that 9.5 million Mexican nationals left poverty during his administration. That is a major accomplishment. And important Jalisco-based accomplishments were highlighted by López Obrador during his sixth and final State of the Union address, and those included the conclusion of the third urban train line in Guadalajara from Tlaquepaque to Zapopan, the ongoing construction of the fourth urban line, which will connect Tlaquepaque with Tlajomulco, and the El Zapotillo Dam, which provides the Guadalajara metropolitan area with much needed water. And in other news, it's nice to learn that the Church of Guadalupe Cupola restoration project is moving along just fine. This was reported by church representatives during a recent fundraising event. No information was provided about the date in which the project is expected to conclude, but it is nice to know that it is moving along. And of course, Mexico's Independence Month is here, and we'll be diving into all kinds of cultural aspects of the events that led to our independence in the coming days. But first, in the minds of many Mexican nationals, particularly those with children in school, is, do we have any long weekends to look forward to? And of course, the answer is yes, as this year September 16 lands on a Monday, so parents and students can enjoy a 3-day weekend. And this, of course, applies to many other people as it is a national holiday. This is good for destinations such as Puerto Vallarta, where tourism authorities are already looking forward to what will be likely a very successful month, with the influx of tourists during the holiday weekend and also through the remainder of the month. So it's time to get celebrational, that's for sure. September is Mexican Independence Month, and here at Paco Ojeda on Music, we've decided to dedicate our 3 music appreciation presentations of the month to Mexico. We begin with Mexico's soulful storytellers on September 5th, where we will explore the lives and legacies of 5 influential Mexican traditional songwriters: Agustín Lara, Consuelo Velázquez, Armando Manzanero, José Alfredo Jiménez, and Juan Gabriel. Viva Mexico on September 12th will feature some of our country's most iconic music as it relates to this very special time of the year. In addition, we will share short stories that will hopefully provide a deeper appreciation of what makes our country so special. Finally, on September 26, Great Mexican Songs Volume 2 will offer valuable insights on a new selection of popular Mexican songs you may have heard before, along with others considered essential listening for us Mexicans. Celebrate Mexico's independence by celebrating our music. And be sure to follow our Facebook page for more details about these events. Yay! And, oh, that's a new one. Snarky Weather says, that cloud looks like a reindeer taking a shit in a subway car. Alrighty then. It is 29 degrees out there right now. Humidity is at 75%. And our weather forecast says today will be mostly cloudy with thunderstorms in the afternoon, a chance of rain of 55%, a high of 32, and a low of 23. Then tomorrow, Tuesday, mostly cloudy skies in the morning with thunderstorms in the afternoon, a chance of rain of 79%, a high of 32, and a low of 23. And then Wednesday, scattered thunderstorms possible throughout the day with a chance of rain of 87, a high of 31, and a low of 23. And what about that thunderstorm we had last night? Boy, was that beautiful. It was nice. And, you know, my bedroom was at least 4 degrees cooler than it usually is. So I slept like a baby, and I hope you did too. And of course, as I mentioned during our little promo for my presentations, our Our first one is coming up this coming Thursday, and here we dive into specific songwriters and their songs, but more specifically, their lyrics. So, what we do in this presentation, which I've done before, but I'm happy to repeat, is we actually take a look at the lyrics and translate the lyrics for you to get a sense as to what the message of each song is about. So, think about it as a little mini Spanish lesson. And of course, this is happening on Thursday at the Joint Boutique Hotel and Cowork. I hope you will join me there, as it should be a lot of fun. Now, just in case you did not get the memo, this is the one thing you do not want to do to a sea turtle when it reaches the sand in search of a place, a safe place to lay its eggs. Ay, ay, ay. It is that time of the year, and this unfortunate scene took place yesterday afternoon in Los Muertos Beach, where a multitude of tourists who didn't know better got too close for comfort, waiting for the precise moment in which the specimen would do its deed. This is not a nice way to treat a sea turtle. Seriously, please do not do this. If you ever see a sea turtle about to lay its eggs, they need space. They need to be left alone. They don't need people taking selfies. They don't need people sitting on top of them, as we've seen in the past. So please, please, if you see this happening, do not go there. And if you see other people doing it, don't get bossy with them either, or get bossy at your own risk. The best thing to do in these situations is to call 911 and report the incident to the authorities. But it is unfortunate when people don't know any better and just decide to get close and personal with a turtle that has just, by the way, swum for thousands of kilometers from remote places to do this once a year, and has been doing this for millions of years. So let's not go there, okay? And then moving right along, what else do we? Oh, yes. The newly formed local basketball teams, the Iguanas, is back in the news again. And I see some rather nice looking reptiles in the bunch. Yes. And now you're probably wondering, why on earth are we talking about the Iguanas so much? Well, there's a couple of reasons. One of the reasons is we want to support something new and exciting going on in the city. Number two, this is a story of empowerment. Here is a former basketball player by the name of Jeff Moore, who has his own basketball academy and has taken upon himself to train these youngsters into becoming basketball stars. And I think that is an awesome story. In fact, I have located Jeffrey Moore on Facebook, and I will be trying to find him so that I can do an interview with him. But most importantly for yours truly, you know, I've come to realize that at the tender age of 62, I think I'm 62, or maybe I'm 63. I lose track. I don't keep track anymore. But, you know, at this day and age, we all deserve to treat ourselves to new experiences from time to time. Do I know anything about basketball? I do not. But this sounds like a lot of fun to go and cheer, and particularly for me because, you know, the court where they play is just like 10 minutes away from my house. So please indulge me as we continue to find ways to connect with this local team and hopefully do something good with and for them. In fact, if I can get Jeffrey Moore to be one of our guests for an upcoming episode of The Spotlight, I would be so very happy. As you know, The Spotlight is coming back this coming Wednesday. I still don't have any guests lined up for the next show, but we will definitely continue to search here and there, and I hope that I'll be able to bring you a nice and interesting conversation such as the one we had last week. And with that said, and speak of the devil, let's take a look at this and go into the chit chat section. Okay. Let's see what we have. Good morning, everyone. Good morning to all. Doo-dee-doo-dee-doo. So many nice wishes this morning. Oh, that's right. It's Labor Day for you guys up north. And Alan keeps counting days, 22 days. I love it. Let's see what else. Oh no, coffee is very painful today. Tooth obviously won't wait until I get back to Puerto Vallarta. Every sip is ouch. Kathy, I feel for you, and I hope that you can handle the situation until you get here. There's a lot of great dental services in town. Let's see what else. Oh, Doug, I hear you. A holiday weekend, and I don't know what day it is. The joys of getting old. Well, it's not a holiday weekend for me, but I don't know what day it is half of the time. Oh, which reminds me, I forgot to set up a photograph that I wanted to show you. Can I do this on the fly? Hold on just a second. Let me see if I can do this, because I did want to show you this photograph, which has to do with what I did yesterday. Give me 1 second. I know you want to see it. I know you're itching to see it. Watch me multitask. Almost there. Okay, the photograph is in the right place. And now I put it on the screen just like that. Did it make it? Yes, it did. So yesterday, I went walking down to Soriana, and what you're looking at right here, right where the mud is, that's where your car would be stopping from the Libramiento in order to take a left turn back into Francisco Medina Ascencio. So as you can see, it is completely closed right now. And I did a walking tour of this, which I'll show you later on in the week. Now, how long will it take them to finish this? Or in other words, how long will it take for them to reopen the intersection to vehicular traffic? Hopefully not more than just a few days, because this is one of the most important intersections in the city. It was muddy, it was messy, but I was happy to walk it, and I'll share a walking tour of the whole area probably on Friday. Now, yay, back to your comments. Ba-dum-pum-pum. Oh, Logan, yes, they were shameless, and we'll be talking about this administration for some time. And the only good news about it is that, the incoming administration would have to be so corrupt and so inept to be worse than the one that is ending. But let's keep our fingers crossed. I see a cue from lovely Christy. I have had no internet for the past couple of days. The kittens ripped the connection from the wall. And of course, it is a holiday weekend, so no help until tomorrow. I am so sorry to hear. I remember days where my cats were kittens, and they would do things like that. So patience, my dear friend, patience. Boom, ba-da-dum. Paco, will this be online at all for those of us not in Mexico? Okay, Jenny. Hi, Jenny. Because I'm not reading your messages at the same time that you posted them, I don't know what you mean by this. But I am going to guess that you mean my presentations. If you mean my presentations, the answer is yes. In fact, I am now editing. Last the latest presentation, which was on Aretha Franklin, and that is something that you will be able to look at. And of course, the third presentation of the month is on Great Mexican Songs. This is Volume 2, and Volume 1 is already available. And because it was kind of a freaky test, I put it up online and you can watch it for free. All the other presentations have a little bit of a ticket price, which goes a long way in helping support everything that we do here. Now, if you were talking about something else completely different than my presentations, Jenny, I would appreciate a little comment just to confirm that I nailed it or not. And let's see what else we have. Yes, the turtles. Yes, the turtles. Albert asks, where did the pink outfits go? Well, you know, I'm sure they don't wear the pink outfit all the time. You know, they have to change outfits just to keep the mystery going. I actually have no idea why they were wearing green and not pink. The Iguanas team may need a mascot. I think they already have one. I saw one photograph the other day. And Logan says, Albert, I think you're thinking of the gay football team. No, the answer is no, my dear Muffin. The green, well, not, I call them the green iguanas. The Puerto Vallarta basketball team, the Iguanas, premiered their uniform just a couple of episodes ago. We talked about it, and the uniform is pink, which gave me a chuckle, and which is the reason why I decided, you know, I'm going to go check out these iguanas. Let's see what else we have. Boom, boom. My goodness, you guys are all fixated on the pink. Hey, I'm just a messenger here. If you don't like the color of the photos of the uniforms in the photos, that's why I leave you with show notes so that you can find out where the news came from and you can direct your concerns to the source and not to me, your loving messenger. Oh, stop it. Heading out in a few minutes to spend the day with Lucy Muñiz. Oh my God, give Lucy my love. And if Gil is there, give him my love too. I love it. Chris says, time for the farting iguana. Seriously? Fine. Be that way. Ladies and gentlemen, I give you the farting iguana. That was easy. Oh my gosh. Paco, I will gladly go to a game with you and walk you through the general rules of the game. Regularly attended NBA games with my father as a teenager, so it's familiar territory for me. Well, that makes 3 of us because Pat wants to come too. And the games are the Friday and Saturday before Mexican independence. So that would be 13th and 14th, right at the Gimnasio. And you go past the municipal stadium every day on your bicycle, so you should be able to get there after work. I know the dates. I haven't figured out the times, but again, I'm going to try to get in touch with the coach and see if we can learn all the details from him. Are the new tax a new property or all existing properties? Michael, I am not a property owner, but as far as I know, every property owner has to pay annual property tax. So I would assume that this new tax applies to everyone that owns property in Puerto Vallarta. Sean asks, in your earlier days, what other careers have you had? Well, thank you for that question, Sean. I am a music production and engineering major from Berklee College of Music in Boston, and I studied choral conducting at New England Conservatory. So I have produced and sung jingles. I have produced demos for singers and songwriters. I have administered cultural projects for academic institutions when I lived in the United States. I have taught how to do paper mache and other crazy crafts. I have produced documentaries, and that has led me to journalism. I have been the managing editor of a major, or formerly major, a major publication here in Puerto Vallarta called Vallarta Lifestyles. I did that for 12 years. And thankfully, during all that time, I acquired enough technology and sound knowledge to be able to do what I do today. It's been a crazy ride, and I love everything I do. What keeps you busy, Sean? Please let us know in your comments so that we can continue to create connections. Let's see. Oh, Betsy wants to come to basketball. Yay! Should we wear pink? I love it. I am getting all excited about something I know nothing about. Let's see. Oh, I am so envious. Logan went to Moro Paraíso yesterday, and I almost went to Moro Paraíso yesterday. I chose to run errands and do a walking tour instead. But it's nice to see that the chef at Moro Paraíso is up to something good. As you know, Moro Paraíso is this restaurant I talk about ad nauseum here at Coffee and Headlines. It is on the edge of the Rio Cuale, up towards the mountains, and it's one of my favorite day trips and getaways. What a great question. Linda wants to know if you can buy one of the pink jerseys. Well, I'll be the first to do that if the answer is yes. That is an excellent question, Mark. I'll look into it. See, here's somebody that is knowledgeable. Thank you very much for that, Sean. Teams have two different jerseys, home jerseys and away game jerseys. This way, if they are playing another team with a similar color, they can change up the jerseys. That makes perfect sense to me and proves, once again, that I am a total basketball newbie. But thank God we have YouTube and Wikipedia and dear friends that have chosen to teach me the ropes. Yay. Oh, how fascinating. Sean is a high school drama and film teacher in Los Angeles. You know, anyone that is empowering your young people to be creative is a friend of mine. And I think what you do, Sean, is amazing. I hope your travels bring you to Puerto Vallarta soon. And I hope we can learn more about your activities. Yay. Or your connection to Puerto Vallarta. I love it. Let's see what else. Oh, this came out of nowhere, but I love it. Not to mention a hooker. Oh, that's right. That would be about me. Yes, I am a hooker, but I'm not a hooker by career. I only do crochet for therapy, for myself, for my home, and for my friends. And I think this is bringing us close to the end of today's broadcast. It would be fun to have a show where the cluster talks about what they do or did in their lives. Dan, I am always curious to hear about this, and if I haven't encouraged you enough in the last few weeks or months, hey, send me an email with photos and stories of what keeps you busy, what keeps you inspired. If it has to do with Puerto Vallarta, it's even better. But if not, hey, we still want to know so that we can find ways to connect with each other. Yay. And with that said, it's 11 o'clock in the morning. It's time to get going with the day. So I thank you for yet another fun and interesting edition of Coffee and Headlines. I thank you for your continued support through coffees and memberships and the occasional download or ticket to watch my music appreciation presentations. It all goes a long way to help Luna and I stay in business. So have a great beginning of the week. I will be in touch with you. I will see you again tomorrow morning. So have a good one and wear pink. Why not?